Hi, it's Phil from Golf Data Tech with a market update for April 23. It's been a positive month. We are 4% up in value versus 2022 across the specialty channel, and that equates also to a 19% increase versus 2019. I know we don't want to talk about it, but it still gives us a bit of perspective on the long term. Off course seems to be faring better than on at the moment, so that the mix of the channels is ever changing. That puts us in a year-to-date position where we're 1.6% up versus 2022, and we are 19% up versus 2019. So we're in a solid position. A lot of fear, I think, coming into this year with worries about the economy and where people will be spending their money. But it certainly looks like golf has been pretty resilient, and people are still continuing to spend, and they're actually spending at a higher rate than they were last year, which is really good. The love has been mixed across quite a few of the categories. So 12 categories are up this month. Obviously 5 are down versus 22, but that's still good performance. Best category this month was outerwear, kind of confirming that the weather was poor, but people still wanted to get out and play, so they had to put those layers on. Worst performing category actually was putters, and this has been a troublesome category, and there seems to be issues. I've mentioned it before with putters, and it's just not resonating with consumers because we've actually seen not only a decline versus 22, we're actually seeing a decline versus 2019. So that category has not performed well. Generally, we've seen clubs pretty flat year to date, just slightly down, driven mainly by woods, but also strong by wedges. A bit of a decline in irons, but they've been hot for ages, and putters obviously causing some issues. Apparel is gathering momentum. It's actually up 15%, which means it's actually 13% year to date. So that's really good for the apparel sellers. The growth coming not only in ASP, because we have seen some growth in ASP, but we've also seen some decline in ASP. 8 categories are down this month, so that's an interesting phenomenon. It's not all about inflation. We've actually seen 12 out of 17 units gain ground. And finally, inventory, a lot of stock out there, 15 out of 17 up versus 22, 9 categories out of 17 up versus 2019. So a lot of stock in inventory at the moment.